Good evening, friends. Welcome to the PANSIGHT webinar. I assume the slide is visible and I am audible. Today's topic, how to expand your assets. I asked nearly 10 people after choosing this title, what do they understand by after reading or this title? Most of them, they told me that financial investment, stock market, how to invest. So you are going to talk about the money management, assets, especially in our country, in Kerala. Most of them, they think it's only financial assets. That's not what I'm going to talk about. I intend to share insightful knowledge that be useful to strengthen your assets. Insightful knowledge. What is the difference between knowledge and insightful knowledge? Insightful is something which helps you get a clear understanding. A clear understanding about a matter or a subject. That is insight. Where I use the word strengthen, even though my title is how to expand your asset, actually how to strengthen your asset. I'll explain the difference soon. Always my webinars are based on facts, experience, and quotations. This quotation, read it carefully. Learn all you can from the mistakes of others. You won't have time to make them all yourself. If you try to learn everything by making mistakes, it will be very costly. Every mistake will teach you a lesson. There's a saying, experience is a costly teacher. You learn, but it will cost you a lot of time, money, energy. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. Experience is a very, very expensive teacher. Thank you, Kalkumati. So that is why try to learn from somebody else's experience. Those who have committed some mistakes, those who have learned certain lessons, so that you won't have to learn it by making a mistake. You don't have to repeat this, do the same mistake. Believe me, my dear friends, I have committed many mistakes, not few mistakes. Many mistakes. Now I am 70 plus. In my personal life, professional life, social life, and any other type of life. So all the lessons I learned that will help me get a better insight. So I'm going to share what I have learned from the school of life. Nothing from the books. Is it clear? It is clear, put C in the chat box. All I'm trying to do is help others. Help others avoid the same sort of mistakes. So you won't subsequently regret. So that is the reason, purpose of sharing my, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I have made some mistakes. Some people, their ego won't allow them to tell, oh, they say, oh, no. Oh, I am super intelligent. I'm very smart. So I never, nothing. I didn't do anything, stupid things. I don't have any ego. So I'm going to share the facts, the truth, experience-based knowledge. I'll talk about things you don't know. You might know, but you don't have a deep understanding. Then definitely you must know. Definition of word asset. Anything that is useful or valuable. Anything. It is not money. Anything that is useful or valuable. Assets could be tangible or intangible. Do you know the word meaning tangible? If you don't know, put N in the chat box. I will explain. Tangible and intangible. First, you must know the Sanal Kumar put as touchable. What about others? No, Roy Chiranji, good. No, okay, good. And I'm sure some people are silent. They are not responding. Maybe their ego is not allowing them to admit that they don't know. I know there is many people, they don't know the meaning of the word tangible or intangible. I myself didn't know till few years back. Till few years back, I didn't know. Tangible, something you can see, you can touch, that is visible as well as that is physical. For example, you have a BMW car. That's a tangible asset. Everybody can see your car. Your house, yeah, a two-storied building. Yeah, your bankers may be knowing technology. Okay, good. So two-storied building, 5,000 square footage, tangible asset. You have a passbook which says that, okay, bank balance, 50 lakhs, tangible asset. Intangible, that is not visible. Intelligence, a person's how smart, how intelligent that person is. Knowledge, skill. Those are the intangible assets. Have you made it easy to understand? So which is more important? Tangible or intangible? Put in the chat box. If it's tangible, put T. If it's intangible, put I. I. Sanal Kumar, I. What about others? Okay, intangible, Ramendran, good. Kripaji, good. Both, more important. I asked especially more important. Both are important, definitely. The intelligence, the intangible is the one which brings the tangible. But the knowledge, skills, use that one to generate income. Mohanlal, that intangible asset is acting, that talent, the skill. That is what is matters. Yeah, Rahman is intangible asset. Music, talent. So that is what it is. So we are going to talk about more about the asset. A wise man should consider that health is the greatest wealth. Hippocrates, a Greek physician, he lived almost 2,500 years ago. So it's not a new information, old one. But unfortunately, many people, they don't even realize the truth that is hidden in that quotation. Health is the greatest wealth. There is nothing more important than our good health. That is our principal capital asset. Now, this is my own slide. That means it is not from any textbook. You know that is. My hobby is thinking. So I think a lot. I don't worry a lot. Worrying is not thinking. So, 4 kinds of assets. Physical health. If you are very obese, obesity, one of the most common condition these days is knee pain, and I'm sure that some of you have, some of your relatives who have undergone knee replacement surgery. Why? Physical health. And some people, they cannot afford to, because knee replacement surgery may cost 1 to 2 lakhs. Then what happens? With the pain, their activities are limited. If you ask them to go for a walking, oh, muttu vedana. So they will avoid that. Climbing the stairs? No. One of my own MBBS mates, she has put a lift inside her house. Her house is a 2-story building. She is not able to climb the steps. Just install a elevator. So physical health in any form, or because of smoking, chronic bronchitis, breathlessness, that physical asset is damaged. So that is where, as a physician, I know, to a great extent, I'm not saying that 100%, to a great extent, one can ensure that their physical asset is in a good condition. Living example, myself. I have no problem in walking. I can walk if I want to walk 10 miles, no problem. I won't get short of breath. Why? I never smoked. And I'm not obese. I watch what I eat. Because of that, I'm able to enjoy. If somebody wants to, okay, travel, okay, are you willing to come? We can, let's go somewhere. Oh, yes, no problem. I'm a teetotaler. Otherwise, people who abuse alcohol, that is very, very common, especially in Kerala. Literacy, high. Along with the literacy, alcohol consumption is also high. Am I right, Venugopal? Literacy is not in any way helping people to act sensibly. So physical health. And what do you eat also? Thank you, Ramendra. What do you eat? Nobody is forcing you to eat something. Nobody is forcing anything on you. You have got 100% control on what you want to eat. And what is happening? Junk food. How many bakeries in Trivandrum? 50 years back when I was in the medical school, there are hardly 3 or 4 bakeries in the Trivandrum. Now more than 300 or 400 bakeries. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. Venal Naraji. More than 300 bakeries. What do they sell? Healthy food? Bakeries? Highly processed food. Santoshji, thank you. Highly processed food. Lot of sugar. Lot of salt. Sugar and salt. Yes. Toxic. If you consume it in excess. That's what is happening. Then people suffer from high blood pressure. Diabetes gets worsened. And they take more insulin. But physical health, people don't pay attention to that physical health. Let me give you another analogy. This one I got from another webinar. I like that lady when she said that. If you have a car like, say, for example, BMW, or Mercedes-Benz. It requires fuel for it to good condition. Run. It requires petrol. So it is known where to put the petrol. Now, instead of petrol, if you put a kerosene oil, then what will happen? That will damage. You put the fuel. It requires a fuel. That fuel is petrol. But instead of putting the right fuel, you're putting the wrong fuel. That will damage that car. The same way, our body requires a fuel. You require calories. You require protein, carbohydrate, lipid. But if you put the wrong kind of fuel, instead of healthy food, unhealthy food, that will damage the body just like kerosene could damage a car. And the car becomes useless. Is this example clear? If it is clear, put C. I'm trying to make it, okay, Krivaji, I'm trying to make something easily understood. This is not my own original system. In another webinar, one speaker, she was saying, this, and I thought, okay, that is a good one. That's a good one to explain. Wrong fuel, wrong kind of food. Then second one, mental health, second kind of health. These days, everybody knows the mind-body connection. It is something like the software and hardware, to make it easy to understand. You have a computer, that is the hardware. It is something like the body. It's a functioning operation depends upon the kind of software. Mind. That is what decides how your physical health is going to be. If you worry a lot,
serial number serial number.
Namale Srimaran Nairji. Okay, unmute you. Okay. So if your mental health, that is most important. Between the two, physical health or mental health? Mental health. Do you agree? If you agree, put A in the chat box. Just like earlier I said that, tangible asset, intangible asset. It is the intangible more. Okay, thank you, Venugopal. Here, it is the mental health. And do you know, my dear friends, for your information, of the 28 or 29 states in India, medicines for depression, anxiety, insomnia, the psychiatric medicines, nearly 15 to 20% of that one are sold in one state, that is Kerala. Mental health problems are so common, very high. Because of that, they are not able to cope with the depression, anxiety. Alcohol addiction. Alcohol is a drug. My dear friends, you must understand, alcohol is a drug. So that drugs gives temporary relief from their anxiety, their inability to get to sleep. But it has got a long-term side effect, damage to your liver and your financial well-being, everything. So mental health is the number 2. Third one, intellectual health. Many people, they don't even think about this intellectual health. Intellectual health is your knowledge, your skills. That is the intangible wealth. Formal education, a college degree, BA, BSc, or MA, MSc, or PhD. No. That one simply means you were able to study and memorize, and in the examination, you reproduce what you were able to remember. Then after the examination, you forget everything. Now let me ask one question to Shaji. Are you able to, if I give you the SSLC, you passed the SSLC long time back, most probably must have got a first class, pre-degree, very same paper. If I give you like question paper and ask you to answer, do you think that you'll be able to answer those questions? Yes or no? No. So that is only information. That is not knowledge. And he also did BSc also. That again, same question paper. No. So formal education, it is an illusion. Many people think that formal education is all that is required. Look at Edison. What was his formal education? Few months of formal education schooling. Everything else self-education. Thomas Alva Edison, more than 1,000 patents. Or electric bulb, music, so many inventions. It's not formal. He used to read. What about Steve Jobs? Any formal qualification in computer science? No, he was a college dropout. His own interest and passion he pursued, and Apple, number one. Apple is number one. What about Henry Ford? Automobile engineering. Did he have any degree in automobile engineering? The Ford automobile, he is a 10th grader. He was ordinary a mechanic. What about our plane? Who invented the plane? Aeroplane. 2 bicycle mechanics. Not anybody with the aerospace or any aeronautical engineering. 2 bicycle mechanics. So the take-home message is, intellectual health is you are not going to get from formal education. Is it understood? If you have understood that one, put you in the chat box. Intellectual health is very important. Thank you, Sanal Kumarji. Very important, Kripaji. And that you are not going to. That I learned in the hard way. Because my intellectual health was very poor. I passed all the exams in the first attempt, including my MD examination. But subsequently, after the age of 28, till then, no extracurricular reading habit. Extracurricular reading habit was very, very poor. But after that, when I started reading the non-fiction books, my world changed. I strengthened my intellectual health. I told you, expand Allah. It is how to strengthen your asset. My asset, that intellectual asset was very poor. Yes, expanded. It has not stopped. It has not stopped. Every week, especially for giving this talk, I read and do research for at least 20 to 30 hours. And I don't get tired. I don't get bored. That one gives me a lot of pleasure, excitement. For this talk itself, for the asset, I went through more than 800 quotations, my dear friends. More than 800 quotations. And out of the 800 quotations, I have chosen some 15 or 20. But the other quotations, yes, they have given me some knowledge. But for time, because of the time pressure, I chose only 15 or something like that. So intellectual health, learning. Not only that, in the last 2 weeks, AARP, that is the American Association of Retired People. I'm a member of that. They are offering now online classes every day, webinar, that is 6 to 10 webinars every day. It starts at the morning, somewhere around 9 o'clock and goes all the way till 6 o'clock. I already attended more than 15 or 20 sessions. We have that curiosity, desire to learn something more. How many of you know how to Instagram. How to use Instagram. If you don't know, put N in the chat box. If you don't know, put N in the chat box. No, okay, Ranjan. I didn't know. Till yesterday, I didn't know. That is the truth. But there was a talk about Instagram. Okay, my curiosity, let me listen. Yes, I was able to learn many things. So if I want to use, I know how to use it now. So that one, I know how to use it. I know the advantages also. And again, the security, privacy. And do you know the browser, the best browser? I'm going to share what I learned. Security and privacy, not Google Chrome. The best browser is Brave, B-R-A-V-E. Have you heard that one? If you haven't heard that one, put N in the chat box. No, Brave. I have been using that one for the past 6 or 7 months. From that seminar, Brave. It is a Europe. It is not from the USA. Security, privacy, protection. And ads also. You won't get the ads. So the risk of hacking your system is very low. That's everything because of my curiosity to expand my intellectual health. Now, are you convinced? That I practice what I preach. Right. So that is how I keep myself, my intellectual health strengthened. Lastly, financial health. Yes. Financial health. Money is a necessity. No doubt about it. Panam illengil, pranam. Have you heard that expression? Panam illengil, pranam. So you require money, financial health. You don't need lot. Make sure that you have enough, your financial health is adequate. If you don't have money, again, what will happen? That will affect your physical health, that will affect your mental health. Am I right? If I am right, put R in the chat box. And especially in the old age. Thank you, Kripaji. Especially in the old age, after 60, many people, they don't even think about that. They think that their children will take care of them. I raised them. And he's in Canada or he's in America making, so he will help them. No, you'll be surprised. Only some 5% or 10% of your children, they will have that kind of a sense of obligation, sense of gratitude. So I'm not saying that 100%, only 5 to 10% they will. Do you agree? If you agree, put A in the chat box. Thank you, Nalkumarji, Roger Renji. I have this is also to help you get a concrete image. A stool, 4 legs, and you can see each leg, each leg, see, connected, strengthened. So physical health, mental health, and everything, 4 different legs. All the 4 legs have to be equally strong. If one leg is weak, that stool, can you use that one? No. So that is where, must remember, all the 4, they are interconnected. They are interconnected. Physical health, mental health, intellectual health, and financial health. But unfortunately, a significant number of people, they don't pay attention. Here, okay, I'm preaching. What about me? My physical health is good. My mental health is good. I don't sit and worry. I don't suffer from anxiety or depression. I don't have insomnia. Then intellectual health, told you. I read. I learn a lot. It is pretty strong. Financial health, stable and secure. I don't have to sit and lose my sleep, worry about what will happen tomorrow. All the 4 legs are strong for me. I'm not here to. Okay, yeah, thank you. So, one weak link is enough. Everything is gone. That's what our retired chief engineer from the Wellington Waterworks, Mr. Srikumar Nairji, is retired chief engineer from the Wellington Waterworks. Whole brain thinking. You have the left brain, right brain, each brain, the thinking skills are different. That also I didn't know. I learned that in 1985 when I accidentally came across a book on whole brain thinking. It's worth buying that book. It will cost only some maybe 500 rupees, some 300, 350 pages. If you read 10 pages a day in 1 month, yes. Then you will be able to know that how to deal with a challenge, how to deal with a problem, whether to use the left brain or right brain or whole brain. That will strengthen your intellectual health, thinking skill. Eat better, feel better, live better. How to avoid junk foods, physical health. 100 ways to boost your mental health. This is a webinar I did in 2023. Junk food for mind and body. My dear friends, if you go YouTube, you can find that video. That will give you a lot of useful, insightful information. I talk about only practical things. Thinking clearly and effectively is the greatest asset of any human being. The very fact that is, in Kerala, the voters, they don't know how to think clearly. What is happening? For the past so many years, either this one or LDF or UDF or LDF and UDF. Is Kerala, is there any growth and development? Tell me. If there is no growth and development, say N, put N in the chat box. Industries completely gone. Farming completely gone. And it is a totally a consumer state. Then how is it surviving? 2 ways, 3 ways. 1, money from liquor and lottery. Are they good for health? Liquor? The government is making people alcoholics. Lottery, gambling. Money will gone. Then comes unemployment. There are no industries. No industries. No job opportunities. And even for the rice, everything you have to depend on the neighboring states. Then borrowing, debt also. Debt, yeah. All the states, they have debt. But they have some income also generating that one. You're mainly debt, debt, debt. Then NRI, that is the main, this one, the money comes from more than 2 lakh crores NRI, mostly from the Middle East. But still, they want to say another form of government. LDF, UDF, LDF, UDF. Look at that, and they make fun of UP, 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 UP. Illiteracy. They are politically, they are smart. Politically, they change the government, different forms of, they tried different. Congress didn't deliver, removed. And BJP didn't deliver, removed. SP didn't deliver, removed. BSP, removed. Now BJP. They are ready to experiment. If you don't deliver, no, I'm not going to vote for you. But here, you don't have to deliver. It doesn't matter. But we will make sure that somebody who says that he will deliver, we won't want them. When Metro Man E. Sridharan, he contested, a man with a clean track record, Padma Vibhushan holder at the age of 88, with a plan also for the Palakkad development, and they defeated. So where is that thinking? Am I right? Have I given you real life example? Yes or no? If it is yes, put yes in the chat box. Yes, thank you. Rajiji, thank you. So, no clear thinking. Your biggest asset is a positive attitude. I gave a talk, again, this was in 3 years back, almost 3 years back, 2022, May. Unconscious mindset, my dear friends. YouTube, you'll be able to watch that one video. Ideas are any man's greatest asset. Firestone, you know the Firestone tire company? You're the founder of that one. Ideas, inventing, making many changes. For nearly 80 years, they are the market leaders. Firestone. So ideas. Again, Apple. Steve Jobs' idea. iPhone. It revolutionized. Before that also, there are some the phones like BlackBerry. Where is BlackBerry now? Where is BlackBerry? It is buried. iPod, iPad, idea, one man's idea. Curiosity question. Again, this talk I gave in, I think, last year. That's how you can build your intellectual asset. Power of knowledge, last year in June. My dear friends, you can save a lot of time by watching these videos. Because behind every video, the time invested by me will be 20 to 30 hours. And you won't be able to find that much time unless you are so passionate, motivated. I'm very passionate, motivated, and I'm now retired also. So I have that free time also. So I have done that everything, reading, research. So 4 hours, that is as good as in spending 80 hours of reading and research. Just 4 hours, that 4 videos. Can you do that one? If you can do that one, put yes in the chat box. Can you do that one watching those 4 videos? I want to know whether I have motivated you. Yes, thank you, Raji. Gomarji. Thank you, Rajiji. A good father is one of the most unsung, unpraised, unnoticed, and yet one of the most valuable assets in our society. This, from my own personal experience, I can say, my father, very good role model, many values, hard work. He was a teetotaler, he was a non-smoker. I'm a teetotaler, I'm a non-smoker. But these days, what do you see in Kerala? In many homes, they have alcohol. 30 years back, when I used to come back from USA on 1 month vacation, I used to go visit some of my friends, medical friends and non-medical friends. When they invite me for a dinner, I go there, okay, dinner, they will give me some soup or something like that. Then dinner, then after that, some ice cream. Everything changed. The very same friends, subsequently, when I went there, red label vano, blue label vano. They were asking me whether I want a Johnny Walker red label or blue label. I said, no, red label. America പോയിട്ട് ഇപ്പോഴും ഗാന്ധിയാണോ? After going to America, you are still a Gandhian? അത് മതി. Then next one, very important. Calling the son. മോനെ, ആ blue label ഒന്ന് എടുത്തോണ്ട് വരാമോ? Tell me. Will you be surprised if that boy subsequently becomes an alcoholic? Father. That's why that quotation. Very important. What I'm saying, is it something real or unreal? If it is real, put R in the chat box. I'm giving you examples. This one again, my own experience. I told you, real. Thank you, Rajaranji, Binduji. And then they wonder. And some people, they say, because they try to rationalize. So their son also will drink only one peg. Because my father drinks only one peg. Come on. Hmm? The ability to understand people is one of the greatest assets anyone can ever have. Who has that ability? Ability to understand people. Put in the chat box. Who has that ability? I'm trying to make you think. Who has that ability? Who? Doctor? Engineer? Politician? Who? Politicians. They know. They can read the minds of the people. They know how to brainwash people. Agree? Put A in the chat box. That is the secret of their success. Yes, Kripaji, they know, every successful politician knows how to understand people. Without that, they won't be able to succeed. They know what to say to get a clap. People first, then money, then things. Sue Warman, he has got a TV show, many programs, of podcast. If you get time, watch that one, listen to that one. She talks a lot of common sense. People first, most important asset is not money. People in your life. If you fall sick, if I'm Trivandrum, if I fall sick, then who can I ask for help? I know definitely Sanal Kumar. I can count on Sanal Kumar. So that will give me a feeling of safety, security, comfort. My bank balance, it is not going to help me. I may have a lot of bank balance. So what? People first. Agreed? Put A in the chat box. That is where many people, they don't realize the necessity for having a good friends. You cannot choose your relatives. You cannot choose your parents. You cannot choose your siblings, sister, brother. But you can choose your friends. Be careful. Be careful. Sanal Kumar, definitely. I know that is it. And others also here, even though I didn't mention their names, yes, I believe some of these folks in this forum, yes, I'll be able to count on them. People first, then money, then things. A smile is your greatest social asset. Zig Ziglar is no more. I had the opportunity to listen to his live talk some 20 years back when I was in Iowa. Great motivational speaker. Great. So, Zig Ziglar. Smile. That also. I learned in the hard way. I narrated a story in one of my previous talks. I started to learn the power of smile after going to UK, United Kingdom, not in Kerala. Kerala, Gavaram pidichu, Muslim pidichingane nikkunnanu. I'm a doctor. അങ്ങനെ ചിരിക്കേണ്ട ആവശ്യമുണ്ടോ? പേഷ്യൻസിനെ കണ്ടത് ചിരിക്കണം. എന്താണ് എന്താ അസുഖം? എന്താണ്? Because my seniors were like that. My teachers, most of them. ചിരിക്കത്തില്ല. അപ്പൊ അതാണ് റൈറ്റ്. നമ്മൾ imitate that one. In UK, the night when I was taking a night call. I'll briefly share that experience. So I went there after the age of 40. I was taking night duty. I was paged. It was around midnight. And I went to that room. It is not a general ward. It is a room. And I saw the patient was having heart failure and he was having breathing difficulty. So the nurse was standing there. So I listened and everything. So then I wanted a medicine called Lasix. That is a brand name. That one, you have to give in IV injection. And that will make the fluid in the lungs immediately. You will start urinating. To the elimination of that excess fluid through the kidneys. So I looked at her, just like I used to give orders here. Get me 40 milligrams of Lasix IV. Then again, I was looking at the patient. I saw the corner of this field of vision. She was still there. She didn't move at all. It was midnight. So I raised my voice. 40 milligrams of Lasix. Get me 40 milligrams of Lasix. Then she looked at me. She said, say please. Say please. I was really upset. Then our ego. I'm a doctor. She's a nurse, and she's saying that I should say please. And then I realized, okay, this is not our country. Please. And she brought the Lasix. There, the nurses in UK, they don't do any work. Not like in America. In America, nurses do everything. In UK, they are well dressed, and you have to give the injection. They will bring that medicine, and you have to give the injection. You have to start the IV drip. So I started giving that injection slowly, and I didn't like her at all. You know that, obviously. It was midnight, and she was saying that, say, please. I didn't like her. So I wanted her to leave. So I was giving the medicine very slowly so that she would leave. She was not leaving. I saw that she was still standing there. Then once I finished, okay, then I turned my head towards her. She looked at me and said that, say thank you. Say thank you. She was teaching me the manners, etiquette. Thank you. It's not over. Say it with a smile. So she was saying, say it with a smile. Okay? Thank you. That one. I was not in that mood. So, thank you. It was not a smile coming from the heart. Thank you. The next day morning, even I thought that, okay, it is enough. Let me go back to India. What is this? They are discriminating, showing discrimination on the basis of my color. I'm from India. So, a nurse is also not respecting me because of my color. Next day morning, I was seriously thinking of going back to India. During the rounds, the consultant, he consulted a senior guy, and he asked the nurse, he's a different nurse, could you please get me the chart? Could you please get me? So he used the word, please. Then when she brought the chart, thank you. Okay, thank you with a smile. So then I realized it is not any discrimination. It has nothing to do with my skin color. It has nothing to do with my nationality. It is because I was very rude. So I learned a lesson from that experience. Then I started smiling is not easy. Overnight, you cannot change the smile and all this. The habit is a habit. Then again, if I wanted something else, I want the blood pressure machine. I want the BP apparatus. Please. Then I used to add the please afterwards because I have forgotten to say please. I want the BP machine. Please. And somebody brings that one. Thank you. After pause, just like a tube light. Tube light takes some time for it to light. Now it has become a habit. Wherever I go, with a smile. Patience, yes. Even grocery store, thank you. Okay, could you please help me? Where can I find? Could you please tell me where can I find? Could you please tell me where can I find? a toaster that pleases there. And he said, oh, thank you. Smile, social asset, that's Zig Ziglar. Learn that one. Time is our most precious asset. We should invest it wisely. Our nation's children are our greatest asset and our most precious treasure. And what is happening in Kerala? In college again, politics, politics, politics. Are they learning anything? They are going to the college, not for learning. Violence. That is one of the reasons many children, they are leaving the state after the 10th grade. They are going abroad for higher studies. And what about the asset? Kerala, the asset. Only some useless. Or those who cannot even go abroad. To go abroad also for higher studies, you must have some good credentials. When they don't have, they will stay there. And Kerala will be now full of all these retarded, unhealthy people. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. I'm talking about Kerala. Because I know that Kerala. Right. Thank you. Okay, Angie. People are definitely a company's greatest asset. It does not make any difference whether the product is cars or cosmetics. She was say cosmetics, this one, business. And she's no more. And she had in 3 dozen countries her business, and she had nearly 800,000 people working. 800,000. A smart woman. People, how she was able to motivate the workforce, employees. So from her own experience, and there's an autobiography also. Time and health are the precious assets that we don't recognize and appreciate until they have been depleted. There's an old saying, Kannullappol and the value ariyatilla. You won't realize the value of eyesight. Once it is gone. Hearing also. When it is gone, then you know, okay, the value of that one. The same way, health also. You take it for granted. Once the health is damaged, life will be a hell. Life will be a hell. To sum up, recap, 4 kinds of assets: physical health, mental health, intellectual health, and financial health. 4 legs of a stool. Next week, Thursday, never give up. Never give in. Never give up is perseverance. Arambashuratvam in Kerala. They start with a lot of enthusiasm, and after 1 month, yeah, everything just gone. They give up. Am I right? Many people, they start a venture and they won't sustain. They give up. Give in with pressure. Somebody forces you, oh, okay. You give in. You are not firm. You are not assertive. Dangerous people. They may be your friends, relatives, co-workers. How to identify them. Same Zoom link. My dear friends, it's going to be 9 o'clock. Time management. So I'm going to stop the recording. Stop the recording. Thank you, Sanal Kumarji. I'm going to stop the recording, but we'll continue with the discussion. So those who want to stay in discussion, yes, you'll be able to get more useful, insightful points. Okay, let me stop the recording.